found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitch, it's burning out. Lightning in a bottle. I think I just found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitch, it's burning out.
Yo, how you living, how you feeling, how you doing? First Choice Fantasy, we are back today with our start sits for the wide receiver position for the fourth week in the NFL season. Alex, you're not going to say the scorecard this time because I will. It was a pretty bad week on all cylinders. Brandon finished with a -2 while I finished with a -3. Alex finished with a -5. The running total so far, we have Brandon in first place. Give it up for Brandon, everybody. He has a 1. It's nothing special, but he has a 1. Compared to Alex's -4 and compared to mine, -12.
I can't even do that.
Yeah, I felt the need to do that while I was speaking as well. So
It's like going to Jets games and booing the Jets. It's just not cool to them.
I don't see why else you would go to a Jets game, really.
They're trying. They're out there trying.
that is fair. Yeah, effort.
Like, go to the Fire Gase rally. Boo there. Seriously, can we talk? Let's scrap the episode. Let's just talk about how they had a fire Adam Gase rally. How do you not fire your coach after that?
Yeah, that is
If there is a rally organized in support of firing your coach, he's probably not doing a good job.
No.
See, that gives me the heebie-jeebies because as I talked to Alex about pre-podcast, I have a bet going on, and I'm betting on the Jets to win this week. So
Good luck.
Adam Gase keeps his job. It'll probably be on the back of the win, but I don't want him to keep his job. But the Jets need to win in order for him to keep his job. I'm twisted, but regardless, I guess.
Now, just to clarify, if the Jets lose against the Broncos, the team that's starting, what's Rypien?
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 I don't know.
So if Adam Gase loses to this team,
He will be given a 4-year contract extension.
he'll be extended for the great work. They'll attempt to get Lawrence through the draft, and then Adam Gase will
Bench him for Sam Darnold. Anyway,
Yeah.
Ed, who you got?
All right, we're diving in these wide receivers. My first pick at the wide receiver position to start in week 4 is Devonte Parker against Seattle Seahawks.
Favorite guy.
Alex is one of his favorite wide receivers in fantasy football. I know that for a fact.
Now, he'll probably just do what he did last year against Jacksonville's non-existent defense and absolutely fucking disappear.
I hope not.
Okay.
For my sake, because I want to go positive, and I think this is a good way to go positive. I think Devonte Parker against the Seahawks is an automatic start. I mean, you're going to start him regardless because Devonte Parker, maybe. I don't know. But he easily fits his favorite target. I seen it last week when I was watching the game. It just seemed so evident against Jacksonville. He was just always there. Maybe he wasn't there when you were watching, but he was always there when I was watching. He is good. He's good. And the Seattle Seahawks defense in particular is not good. And Devonte Parker is going to go off. And I said book that, even though
Capital letters.
Fraud. Yeah, I did
Book it.
capitalize that, yeah.
Book 8, not book it.
Not book it. Book it! Book it.
Yes.
Second start of the week is Marvin Jones against the New Orleans secondary. So we've seen Allen Lazard go off this past week, but he wasn't really the wide receiver 2. But there is a narrative that's like you start whatever wide receiver 2 is going against New Orleans secondary because their second cornerback is usually bad.
I would imagine they didn't have Lattimore follow Lazard, though, so he could have, in essence, been the wide receiver, too.
This is also – that's also valid, especially since, Devontae Adams wasn't really labeled out until, right before the game. It's not like he was labeled out the week before or anything. So probably game planned and didn't really game plan to keep Lazard as a wide receiver 1. Marvin Jones, wide receiver 2 against New Orleans secondary, who allowed Scotty Miller to do some big things week 1. Darren Waller went off week 2, which wasn't really the wide receiver 2, but it wasn't the guy who Marshawn Lattimore was probably shadowing. It was Kenny Galladay, who's also going to be the focal point, I think, in New Orleans game plan defense. I think Hawkinson gets a lot of attention as well, and I think Marvin Jones puts up a touchdown, which obviously is 6 points right there. Say catch, that's 6.5, and then a 15-yard catch, that's, 8 points? Yeah. That's my second start of the week.
Not bad.
Big man.
Nice.
Brandon, I'll let you take this one.
All right. My first start, surprisingly enough, is Odell Beckham Jr. against Dallas. Dallas has been roasted this year by wide receivers, and I think it'll continue with Odell having a big week. It's pretty much intuition and just foreshadowing. After this week, if you have Odell Beckham, consider trading him back out.
Ship him on out.
Ship him out, as you will learn more later. My second start, Amari Cooper against Cleveland, just the other wide receiver on the other side of the field. I think Cleveland's defense has also gotten roasted. So I'm looking at a big game here, and I think Amari Cooper is going to have a bigger week than his normal 13 points he has scored.
Yeah, can I intervene? I was going to say, for the trade target per se, I would say Amari Cooper is a valid trade target because, I mean, he's been consistent, like I said, when I put the flagpole in him. But you should check that video out. I put a flagpole in him saying he was going to be more consistent this year, and he has been pretty consistent for the first 3 games. Hasn't got a touchdown yet, but I think they will come in due time, and I think he's going to stay.
I agree.
I think this is going to be the week he blows up, and I agree with you, Brandon. I agree with you.
Appreciate it. No, I'm not standing alone.
Never.
Cleveland sucks. This one's pretty obvious to me. Speaking of obvious, I'm going to say it again, but I'm doubling up here. Give me Tyler Boyd again. And I said I swear this the last time, but it's probably not. I would probably do this at least 23 more times, if I had to guess. Give or take. I don't know if you watched Burrow pick apart the Eagles' passing defense, but, like, Boyd is pretty good. And then them two got this little connection going that him and A.J. Green just don't have. So start Boyd.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. He's a stud. He's only getting better. Also, on my second, I'm going to go with Russell Gage. This is kind of a big if because I don't know if he's going to play or not. My man is currently concussed, but he is for real. If he plays, you should start him. Green Bay has kind of gotten torched through the air a lot. They've made up for it with Rodgers, doing some torching as well, but I'm looking for Gage and Matt Ryan to keep up their rapport together if they manage to get on the field.
I agree. I think that's Gage is a good player too.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little too late to just start writing off his consistent usage for about an entire year now.
Yeah.
But, to each their own. On to the sits. I guess I'll just keep on rolling. I'm going to go with Anthony Miller first versus the Colts. As we already discussed in earlier videos, the Colts have a pretty solid defense, and Anthony Miller isn't really getting all that work for a guy that, seems like he should be a decent flex play, right? He got 15 points, and, yes, Ed?
We're in a classroom.
Brandon's narrative, or Brandon's favorite narrative of the 2019 season, with Nick Foles, the slot receiver. Does that play any part into the sit? Obviously it doesn't, but Brandon, what is your opinion on Anthony Miller being sat as the slot wide receiver with Nick Foles starting?
I like Anthony Miller. I think he's got talent, although I don't believe in this offense.
I just know they've been using some dude named Darrell Mooney over him, which isn't a great indictment of him and how they feel about him.
Yeah.
And if Nick Foles turns him into gold, then good for Nick Foles, I guess. But I wouldn't trust him against the Colts. Colts have a very good defense. The Bears do not have a very good offense, and he doesn't really get a lot of targets, or at least he hasn't been. So I'm not feeling it. The second one is a bit spicier, especially with Chris Godwin out. But you're going to have to roll with me here because I'm going with Mike Evans. He scares me, man. He hasn't really done a whole lot in terms of yardage. He really only had the one game. I mean, the Saints kind of shut him out almost.
Yeah.
I guess we talked about this before. Lattimore tends to do that, but this last game, 2 catches, both of them happen to be touchdowns. He's up to 4 touchdowns through 3 games. Yeah. Sorry, I don't really think he's going to finish with 26 touchdowns. So at some point, regression is going to set in. And despite Chris Godwin being out, I'm going to bank on it being this week because the Chargers have a good defense. And I just watched them just kind of remove DJ Moore from the game. So I wonder if they won't try to do the same thing with Evans and make Brady beat them elsewhere. So
my if anybody's curious, my betting selection this week for an upset is the San Diego Chargers to beat San Diego. Shit, I tweaked. The Los Angeles Chargers to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Or cover the
team
spread.
that doesn't exist is going to beat themselves.
Yeah, Tampa Bay is going to get beat by the non-existent team.
Stop fucking saying that.
Not a fan, Alec. You should go tell Tom Brady that. You're not a fan of that.
I will.
You
Give me
won't.
his phone. I'm a DM him. I'll DM him right after this.
You know we trademarked that too, so I probably might get sued if I keep saying it. Yeah.
You said it, not me.
All right. Brandon, who are your sits for the week 4 wide receiver position?
Ooh, my sits. Justin Jefferson. I'm going with the rookie set. Justin Jefferson and Chase Claypool. Chase Claypool, if you're looking to start Chase Claypool, he's currently looking to – what's up?
Nothing. Go ahead.
All right, I'm wrong.
He's
All
wrong.
right. Claypool, he's looking to be the wide receiver 2 on this team if Deontay Johnson does not play. And against Tennessee, I don't see this being a game I would play Chase Claypool in.
I'm just telling you, fair warning, 2 consecutive times now I have bet on the Tennessee passing defense playing stout, and 2 consecutive times they have burdened the shit out of me. So proceed with caution.
Well, Ben Roethlisberger also has said good things about Claypool, so it wouldn't surprise me if he just blew up and ruined my week. But I mean, he started to get out onto the field after the injuries. He had 76%. Played 76% of his snaps. Only had 4 targets, 1 reception for 24 yards. And Johnson got hurt pretty early in the game. However, he's got a week to prepare and be that too if need be. So, but he's my sit along with Justin Jefferson. If you believe in Justin Jefferson deep in your heart and you think he's going to continue this amazing streak of 1 game looking hot, I mean, you can, but I'm saying sit him against Houston. Just not liking this matchup. If this game is played, hopefully it will be at the time of we're recording this. It's questionable, so we're gonna learn more later in the week. But Justin Jefferson is my sit if they play.
You know, I've always talked crap on him as a first-round pick, but I've always maintained that I think he could be a good NFL slot receiver.
It's valid.
I
Brandon,
don't know if you don't have my blessing here.
you took two wide receivers that may not play this week. Good for you. Good.
Good,
What are you talking about?
good options to sit.
Tennessee and
Sit the guys that aren't going to play.
play.
Oh, well, I have confidence they'll play.
Clearly, the coaching staffs agree with it, or the world agrees with Brandon here.
Yeah.
Also, did you see that Tennessee thing? They're not allowed to be in the building until like Saturday.
Saturday, they're not practicing at all. How's
That's
that?
kind of fucked. What if they make a play on Sunday?
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to the week. Games tomorrow. Oh,
Game plan.
playing the Steelers. Oh,
I'm sure they're watching games,
Oh, yeah.
plays. I mean, they got Zoom.
I'm
They're
sure, but
just
that's got to be a
chilling.
bitch and a half.
Oh, well, you got to do
Must
what
be
you got
annoying
to
for
do.
a coach to try to integrate a game plan, like texting Derrick Henry.
That's why the world has protocols.
The world.
All those protocols.
I like it.
All right.
I almost said that's the end of the video. I forgot you hadn't gone yet. I was trying to just save you the embarrassment of being wrong.
My embarrassment. Oh, spicy take. But I'm not going to be embarrassed this week when I sit Terry McLaurin against the Baltimore Ravens as I believe this is spicy, but it's not spicy, but it's like buffalo sauce. The quarterback change could happen this game against Baltimore. I could see Dwayne Haskins struggling in the first half against this defense, who obviously I think is pretty good.
See.
What's up?
You could see that.
Oh, yeah, I will see that with my eyes on Sunday. Terry McLaurin's getting sad because the quarterback change is going to happen as Dwayne Haskins throws 2 interceptions and fumbles once in the first half. And at halftime, the quarterback change is going to come and play. I have my crystal ball right here. I can see it all happening. Terry McLaurin's a sit for me.
So what are you going to do when Alex Smith comes in and tosses 4 touchdowns?
You see, I don't know. I mean, he might toss 4 touchdowns to Antonio Gibson, but not
No.
Not this day.
That is nonsense.
Maybe nonsense.
Nonsensical.
We will see with the sensicals.
I like your next one.
Next one is T.Y. Hilton, which I'm sure everybody who has had him or has started him once has
very pissed off.
Has cut him because he has not done anything. And I don't think he's going to do anything this week either against the Chicago Bears, in which I still believe the Colts are going to win, but not through T.Y. Hilton. So, T.Y. Hilton's my second sit of the week, my last sit of the week at the wide receiver position.
I was moderately high on him in the offseason, but, he just kind of hasn't done shit now.
Anything.
Nothing
And,
at all.
I don't believe in Rivers' ability to throw the ball downfield more than, 8 feet. I'm pretty sure, 70% of his targets have gone to tight ends or running backs.
Yeah.
Doesn't bode well for aging deep threat.
In T.Y. Hilton.
I'm off that train.
That
This podcast or this episode is off its train.
It's off its train. The train is
Off the rails.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. We appreciate you. We appreciate Garrison. We're going to name drop him every single episode this week because he's the only one who's actually showing love, commenting, asking for advice, having good conversations with us. We appreciate you, Garrison. Obviously, you appreciate us. Have a good one, boys. And
Probably not going to watch this week.
Cats and dogs. You probably won't watch this part of the episode, but.